Hey y'all, it's Fortune Frankly and welcome to Fortune Frankly Fridays, where we do DIY home decor and organization videos. Today we'll be doing DIY home decor items with toys from the Dollar Tree. Yes, toys. Juegos. Jueguitos. Games. I thought this would be a fun and interesting challenge to see what I could come up with. And I basically looked at the toy section, picked a couple things out, and had no idea what I was going to do with them yet. So we'll be using a curved Frisbee for our first project. We'll also be using these these mini Jenga pieces and a mini Lego set. So we'll make some interesting projects. And I will say project number 2 is probably my favorite project on this channel so far. Before we move on to the projects, if you're interested in following me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram at fortune_frankly. I post photos of sneak peeks of projects that I'm going to be doing, inspiration photos, and I also post a story whenever my videos go live every Friday. Now that you're ready, let's get into these DIYs. For this first project, we're going to make a pedestal catch-all tray. This gives you a little of an elevated look, literally. And here you'll just be able to put little knickknacks, maybe your keys or jewelry or whatever you want inside. You'll only need a few supplies, including a sports disc, tea candle holder, super strong glue, and some spray paint. I chose the heirloom white and bleached stone textured spray paint from Rust-Oleum. Minus the paint and the glue that I already had, this only cost me $2. The sports disc is actually a 2-pack. For this project, we'll only need one, so I'm setting the other one aside. We're going to take our tea candle holder, flip it upside down, and basically just glue the disc to the bottom of that candle holder. And I'm just gonna wipe down any excess glue and flip it over again so that it dries with something heavy on top. That heavy thing being the tea candle holder. Now I'm going to paint our catch-all tray with a base coat. I chose heirloom white and I spray painted this on my balcony. I don't have a big balcony. This didn't work as well as I wanted to, so I took it to the streets. This is literally an empty field near my house. I just parked on the side of the road and set up a workshop, literally. I'm gonna go in with the stone spray paint, and this creates a 3D kind of effect that is actually very textured. You want to spray this kind of far away from the actual object that you're spraying, because as you spray, it moves around the texture that comes out of the can, and it could be hard to cover. You'll also need a couple of coats of this. And it's super important that you get a base layer of paint on there. If not, this textured spray paint won't stick at all. It will literally slide off. I did put a fake candle in there. I wouldn't recommend using a real candle. And here's how it came out. For project números, we're going to make a coffee table tray. This is something that looks really classic on any coffee table, something you can find in stores fairly easily, but something that's also kind of expensive. So here we're going to make it ourselves. You'll need 5 packs of the tumbling tower game, some dye or wood stain or something to color your wood if you don't want the unfinished look, 2 over the cabinet towel bars, some wood glue, and some extra strength, really strong super glue. Minus the dye and the glue that I already had, this only cost me $7 to make. So, as you can see, I got 2 different types of tumbling tower games. One has just unfinished wood. The other one on the right side, you can see has the unfinished wood and some cherry kind of colored wood. I initially thought I was going to use both of them, that I would stain the unfinished wood and then kind of alternate between this cherry colored wood. I didn't like the way that ended up looking, so I'm just going to be using the unfinished wood. And in total, I just used 5 packs of this unfinished wood color. I'm gonna mix my dye, and I wanted this to be kind of a dark brown, but not too dark. I tried a couple of different methods here. I tried using it like a regular wood stain. That did not work. It did not look cute. I tried dipping them. I tried dipping them for a bit and then dipping them in pure fabric dye. I kind of like the way these came out, but it seemed like it was going to be a really tedious process, and Fortune frankly doesn't waste time like that. We got other stuff to do. So I literally ended up just leaving them in the bowl and letting them soak up, which seemed to be the best method. It gave me a good color and a lot of variations in that color, and it was just faster, easier, more time effective. Let's put it that way. I let these wooden pieces dry overnight, and this is how they came out. They actually have a slightly purple kind of brown hue that I really like. So this came out like really good. I'm just going to use this 11 by 14 inch canvas to map out how big I want my tray to be. I'm not going to actually use it in the project, but I wanted to figure out how many wooden pieces I needed. And I ended up doing 22 wooden blocks across and 6 blocks down, like a crossword puzzle. And we're just going to be sticking them together with some wood glue. I recommend using wood glue because this will give you a nice, strong bond. Like my bond to Lady Gaga's new song right now. I am such a fan. Rain on Me. Nice. Look at that variation. Look at that tone. Yes, work. As you can see, it's pretty strong. I'm like using a little bit of force here, and then I let go of the breath that I was holding because I was terrified it was gonna break. And would I have cut that out? I don't know. I got this just bare piece of plastic that I had to give the bottom a little more stability. It's actually from a picture frame that I used in my last video. I will leave an in-video link and link it down below. Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow. That meme is so funny. Oh my gosh, I can't. So we're gonna use these towel bar things. We're gonna remove that ugly black styrofoam. Just no, it's a no for me. And I'm gonna straighten out these little legs that it has. I did not do a good job of this. IDK, I don't know. I was just a little lazy. But I would recommend straightening them out as much as you can. And we're just gonna pretend that mine came out leveled, okay? Quick tip on getting that sticky mess off of the towel bars. You didn't hear this from me, but if you use a little fire, you know, you might burn away some of that glue. Now I'm going to be gluing the sides together. I actually should have waited to put the plastic on the bottom after I put the sides together, but IDK. So for this, I ended up using 8 wooden blocks across and 5 wooden blocks down. I ended up cutting out one of the rows. I just thought it was a little excessive, so we ended up using 5 rows instead of 6. Now these may not line up perfectly, but that's okay. Makes it look a little authentic, you know, handcrafted, Etsy material. Now I'm just gonna glue these towel bars, and as you can see here, I glued them on the wrong sides. I have no idea why this made sense to me at the time, but it should be on the opposite sides, like on the shorter sides of your tray. I will fix that later, but just that was not a good decision. And we're gonna raise our tray up. Literally, we're just gonna put another row of blocks on the corner to give this tray a little more depth, you know, make it a little less shallow. In the shallow. Ooh. Yeah, right, I'm not gonna do that part. And it came out looking like boom. third project, we're going to make a vessel of sorts. You can put candle jars in there or just like a little storage for maybe a desktop or something like that. And since it's made with Legos, it is super encouraged for this to be configurable to your personal taste. And we'll need a base plate, 5 packs of building blocks, and some spray paint. Starting with our base, we're going to apply the foundation. JK, this is not a makeup tutorial, but we will be painting something, so stay tuned. And I'm just going to separate these blocks out a little bit. I decided I want all 4 sides to be the same design, and I'm just going to lay the blocks down. This was a really fun project. I have not used Legos in a long time, and it just makes you feel like a kid, a productive kid with creativity and imagination and no bills to pay. You may also want to note that the packs of building blocks may not contain the same pieces. You'll probably have different pieces. You can kind of check out the back to see what kind of pieces are included there, but you might get completely different pieces, so just be aware. Once you get to the top, you want to level it out. We'll be applying a top layer so that things look a little more finished. And I'm just going to apply the spray paint in my backyard using air quotes there. And I ended up using this to store some of my SD cards and computer stuff. All right, welcome back to my face. I definitely think project number 2, that wooden tray, is my favorite project that we've done on this channel so far. I'm impressed. If you're feeling lucky, you can go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. And if you're not feeling lucky, I'm so sorry, but I hope to see you again in the future. I do hope everyone is staying safe out there and proceeding with caution even as things start to open up. And as always, thanks for watching.